Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT. We are here from Full Sail University bringing you another night where a title will be on the line. But before that, we are in for something special. Potentially the NXT champion Kazuchika Okada for the first time since NXT TakeOver is in action. He has said that he will take on anyone backstage who recently joined the NXT brand. So anyone who was signed to it or anyone who came down from the main rosters. So that being said, that's going to be one very, very interesting altercation. Imagine the list of names that can pop up to challenge Okada in that one. Well, that being said, before we get to that, after that even, my mistake there, we have the main event of the evening. The NXT Women's Championship up for grabs. It is going to be Nikki Cross defending her championship for the first time since she won it back at NXT TakeOver against the recently debuting Ruby Riot, and only Riot's second single match in this universe. Can she pull off something incredible? Can she pull off a historic feat, and can she become the new NXT Women's Champion? We are going to find out later on tonight. But as for right now, we're going to be kicking things off with one of the new debuts in action, that being Tyler Bate. Following his successful debut 2 weeks ago, Tyler Bate going to look to try and continue that on here tonight, when it's a bit of a British matchup, kicking things off with an Englishman against a Scotsman in Tyler Bate Noam Dar. Bate, of course, was joined in the NXT roster in regards to being the UK talent last week by the Bruiserweight Pete Dunne. Dunne certainly left his mark on Heath Slater as well. Following that matchup, once the match was over, just put the boots to him. No one came out to stop him, of course, because why would they? It is Heath Slater. But Pete Dunne certainly left his mark, and for all we know, Dunne may choose to step up to the plate later on tonight to challenge Okada in a non-title matchup. There are a lot of names out there, so there is a good chance. But as for right now, we focus on this matchup here. Nice opener, I think. Tyler Bate and Noam Dar certainly both have potential to go after that NXT Global Championship if they were able to work hard enough for it, of course. But I think Noam Dar still has quite a bit of improvement to go considering his recent record. Been far from the best. He was in that 10-man Battle Royal, though, to determine the NXT Global Champion, and got eliminated by EC3, I think it was. I'm making a total guess there. But, of course, there is still, regarding EC3, there is still conflictions and maybe a bit of complication in regards to what took place last week even, in that NXT Global Championship matchup and the outcome that came as a result of it. But we'll talk about that at a different time, because right now, Noam Dar getting into the ring. This is going to be one of those very interesting technical wrestling kind of matchups, because both these men very finely tuned athletes. Noam Dar, of course, a submission-based wrestler, always looking for his leg lock, his champagne to something. But nevertheless, we are going to get things underway right about now. The bell rings and we are underway. I would take a guess that, you know, at some point in the independent circuit, these two men would have collided. Of course, we got about 23, 24-year-old Dar against 19-year-old Tyler Bate. Might have turned 20. I'm not too sure yet, but he's certainly a very young man. That's all that matters. Anyway, what have we got coming up for you later on tonight? Well, after this, we've got a second chance for War Machine following their disappointing debut against the team of Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin. They'll be taking on the Broken Kings. Matt Hardy and the Macho King Randy Savage, as he'd be preferred to know, and now ever since what happened to take over Dallas when Corrin left one hell of an effect on him. Then speaking of Kurt Angle, we've got a very interesting singles match coming up then later on. We have Kurt Angle going one-on-one against The Rock. The Rock, of course, who made his NXT debut, well, finally made his NXT debut last week, successfully defeated Michael Elgin, and is going to be looking to try and continue that on here tonight when he takes on the Wrestling Machine in what is bound to be an incredible contest. And then there's the two other matches, of course, which we've already seen advertised. Okada in an open challenge And then the main event, NXT Women's Championship on the line. Nikki Cross, Ruby Riot. Riot steps into the unknown with her back against the wall as well. Can she make a huge result out of it and claim that NXT Women's Championship to be hers? Or will Nikki Cross finally be able to prove that she is the dominant women's champion that she's been proclaiming herself to be? We'll find out, but right now, good stuff here from Tyler Bate thus far. Keeping himself against Noam Dar, getting off to a good start, just keeping with consistent, powerful moves like that power bomb there into the cover on Dar. Could be enough to put him away early on. It is not. And there's a good counter, though, by Noam Dar. Dar now, oh, busted him there. The dropping his head there right onto the knee. Dar up high now and can take advantage. Double foot stomp to Tyler Bate. Needs to go to work on the leg and the arm, though, of course, if he wants to nail his finishing maneuver successfully. Got him in a bow and arrow, I believe this is. No, I think this might be something else. I can't remember that one too well, but he's certainly got it wrenched in right now. Tyler Bate in a lot of trouble. Oh, just pulling back on it there to cause more pain, but Bate able to get out of it. Good work there. Elbow in the gut. And a clothesline by Bate. Now can he get something going here? Good bit of work there by Noam Dar to try and keep Tyler Bate at bay, but it was only temporary. The youngster fighting back now. What an uppercut there in the corner. But it's caught by Noam Dar. And finally a little bit of work done on the leg there. And oh, drop kick into the leg. Puts him into the ropes. Please hit a 619. Oh, okay. It was worth a try. Knee in the gut there as well by Noam Dar. Could try and take advantage here. He seems to have shut down Tyler Bate well enough. Up in the air. Went for that suplex. Good counter there by Tyler Bate. And it's going to be the airplane spin now for Dar. I hope he's got a strong stomach because this one can twist any man around. Airplane spin by Tyler Bate. He manages to keep himself perfectly straight after it. And we know what's coming up next. Tyler Driver 97. And he nails it. 1, 2, and no. Noam Dar kicking out there. But credit where credit's due to Tyler Bate. He's staying on the offensive here. And, oh, went for the moonsault, but completely underestimated Dar's ability to get back up to his feet. Now Noam Dar going after the leg. This is smart now by Noam Dar. Just continue to hone in on the leg of Tyler Bate. But let's see what's gonna. Can he get anything going from here? No, he can't. Good counter by Tyler Bate. Grip the arm there for a moment. Dragon suplex maybe. Nails it. Bridging on Dar as well. Here's the cover. There's 2. Oh. Just kicked out at 2. But Bate trying to stay in control there. Noam Dar stops it. Very entertaining back and forth matchup thus far. Fisherman suplex by Noam Dar. Can he play spoiler? No, he went for the bridge, but just wasn't happening there. Bate's foot was in the ropes, and Bate now up to his feet. Oh, what a big boot there. What a big boot by Tyler Bate. He sends Dar into the corner now. But Dar is just quick to stuff that there. He had enough time in the corner to think about what he wanted to do, and slap in the face there. Noam Dar now. What's he going to do? Puts himself up on that top rope. Dar, double knees into the stomach of Bate. Good God. Cover on Bate here. This could be a huge moment for him. There's one. Wow. Bate just able to get the shoulder up there at an early 1 count, and he's still going here. Nice work there to get his way out of the drop kick. At the clutches of defeat there was Tyler Bate, and he's able to hang on. But only for now. He may have kicked out early, but it may not have been the smartest idea he could have gone for, because it's allowed Noam Dar to more or less take control. Oh, uppercut there by Bate. Bate turns into a roll-up. Nicely done there. Noam Dar not near the ropes. Can he get a 3 count with it? No, it's countered. Dar now flips over into a cover of his own. Is this going to nail him? Is this going to secure him victory? Noam Dar does it. Noam Dar has brought an end to Tyler Bate's undefeated streak already. And what a win it is to celebrate for Noam Dar as well. Congratulations to him there on picking up that win. And he can certainly celebrate that one right about now. Well done to Noam Dar there. and a very entertaining back and forth opener. I feel as if there should be a return match between these two due to the just the roll-up end in the matchup, but we'll see what the NXT co-general managers decide down the line. As for right now, though, okay, I'm getting word in my ear that apparently it's not going to be the tag team matchup next, but rather we're going to hear from another member of the recent British invasion to NXT. Okay, yeah, just very impromptu. He's demanded this airtime and he's going to get it. Coming up next, we're going to be hearing from the Bruiserweight himself, Pete Dunne. I want to know what this man's got to say, just in regards to everything. So here he comes, the Bruiserweight. Not getting the most positive reaction from this crowd after what he did last week to Heath Slater, but I really do not think this guy cares that much. He's actually telling everyone to shut up as well. Gotta respect the attitude of this guy. Only showed up last week. He is demanding silence. That's quite ballsy. Let's see what's going to happen here. Let's see what he's going to say. Immediately going on about last week. About how he was so glad about what he did to Heath Slater and how he'd do it again to anyone who got in his way. And right away they're just kind of backing up the shushing. Just saying he doesn't care what people think of him. He's here to make a statement. Not here to gain respect. And now Dunne moving on to talk about Tyler Bate. Saying the likes of those newly, the likes of the British superstars like Noam Dar, like Tyler Bate, they are nothing. They're in the shadows of Pete Dunne. And if any of them don't agree with what he says, step up to his face. This attitude, I like it. And there's the final words. Already making even more threats. It's like Kenny Omega over on SmackDown. Just sees one thing, he wants something else all of a sudden. Making the threat there to the NXT Global Champion Bret Hart. Once he's done with these British invaders, once he's done with the ones who are beneath him, he is coming for Bret Hart, and he's coming for that Global Championship. Pete Dunne, within just a few moments of arriving to this universe, within a week of being here in NXT, already wants bigger and better things for himself. And if he's able to keep up the attitude that he's got, and if he's able to, work the way he did last week, yeah, that can happen. Well, there we go. We are past the antics there of Pete Dunne. He has said what he wanted to say, and now we've got these two men. Two truly broken men. One randomly got broken one day. The other one we had to actually watch him get broken. That's how weird that moment was, to be fair. When Corrin broke Randy Savage and with that aligned himself to the broken brilliance of Matt Hardy. I don't know. I don't know either. I really don't have any words for it. But yep, that happened, and since then we've seen him in action once, and I believe they lost to American Alpha that one time we saw them. But here come War Machine. Of course, we're with the result of a very, very disappointing debut 2 weeks ago. Raymond Rowe and Hansen did not get off to a strong start in NXT. They suffered a loss to Kurt Angle and Shelton Benjamin, but the NXT co-general managers realized that sometimes, you make simple slip-ups, and they've been allowed a second chance here against an easier opponent as well, because to be fair, Angle and Benjamin, they are tough tag teams. They are a tough tag team even. They are not easy opponents by any stretch of the imagination. They're both incredible wrestlers. So maybe it was a little bit unfair to give them that opponent on their debut, but here now against these two men, I think they might be okay, considering these two men currently don't know which way up or down is. So we'll see what's going to happen. Match gets underway anyway. It's Raymond Rowe starting things off against Randy Savage. Maybe since he got broken, Randy Savage can take even more punishment than what we've seen him take in the past. Who knows? But as of right now, quick counter in the corner to get things underway. And Raymond Rowe with a counter. Raymond Rowe clearly not a top rope guy there, as we saw. And the fact that he spent about 2 seconds on the top rope, didn't like it, and dropped down. Savage now. Oh, German suplex. Nicely done there, but Raymond Rowe is quick to counter. And really tweaked it on that neck breaker there. Going after the head that was certainly locked in on by Corrin during NXT TakeOver, and may still have an effect by him. We don't truly know what kind of effect Corrin leaves on his opponents. Well, it did enough to break Macho Man, so we certainly know it on one instance. Matt Hardy now the legal man as Savage tries for something. Oh, what a counter there. Huge powerbomb to Matt Hardy, but he's quick to counter. Raymond Rowe over the top rope, hanging on there, and Matt Hardy allows him back in the ring. Interesting scenes. Nice drop toe hold as well by Raymond Rowe, but I think from the way we are near their turnbuckle, I think War Machine wants to make a tag, and that is exactly what's going to happen. Hansen tagged in now. They're going to go to work here on the arm of Matt Hardy, the big man of the team in here. What a back suplex there to get things underway. Look at how quick of a start they're off to. Hansen now just exploding away. Oh my god, look at the strength there from this man. With ease, gorilla pressing. Broken Matt Hardy, but Matt Hardy able to counter as well and send Hansen up and over his back. And he's going to make the target a Savage now. Back in this one is the Macho Man. And Hansen, oh my god, kindly clipped Matt Hardy with it, but he got all of Randy Savage. And Savage in even more trouble right now. Hansen with a powerbomb there. Down goes the Macho Man. And again, now repeating his strength onto Randy Savage. Hansen certainly getting himself out there by just demonstrating how strong he is. How much punishment he can cause to his opponents. Savage going to look for a power slam here. What a counter by Hansen there into that DDT. War Machine in total control of this matchup right now. Certainly thanks to Hansen, who was the difference maker in that moment. Tag made now. Raymond Rowe back in. Can War Machine keep up their control in this one? Oh, double, kind of like a double cross body more so than anything. Hansen getting out of the ring there as Raymond Rowe now can go to work. Simple but effective back suplex, whatever it was, or an overhead even. As Raymond Rowe continues to go to work here on the Macho Man. Taking his time to prep up for this suplex, and that was his own mistake there. Took too long. Savage takes advantage. Atomic drop, and the Broken Kings may have assumed control in this matchup now. Certainly an opportunity to. If War Machine were to lose this matchup, I imagine it would be an incredibly embarrassing moment. Oh, there's Hansen getting involved now. War Machine certainly not afraid to get down and dirty if it means taking an advantage. Up against it here, but Hansen let him go. I don't think Raymond Rowe wanted to go for it, and he should have taken the opportunity because there's another counter by Savage. That was his own problem there. Hardy now wants to tag in, and can the Broken Kings keep it going here? Can they keep control with this current 2-1 advantage they've got in the ring as well? Referee demanding that Savage gets out. Raymond Rowe just in total trouble right now. Finally able to counter. What a spine buster by Rowe there. Nicely done. Very quickly hit, and Hardy may be in trouble here in the turnbuckle. Now tag made. We saw this last week. Will this one be enough to put away Matt Hardy? From the top goes Hansen with the leg drop and the back suplex combination. Savage unable to do anything on the outside. Cover on Hardy for 1, 2, and oh no! He kicks out. Matt Hardy kicks out, and this matchup still goes on. But for how much longer? Look at the strength here of Hansen. Power slamming. Oh no! Gut buster even. With ease. Hansen never got out of the ring. There's the cover now after it. There's 1. There's 2. And this. No! He still can't put it away. Raymond Rowe needs to get out of the ring pretty quick, because I would assume Hansen may look for the finisher the other way around. Much more of a successful debut for War Machine, re-debut even for War Machine this time round, but they're still making some mistakes. row now, taking his time to recover in the corner here, and Hansen seemingly getting somewhat annoyed by it. Here we go now, they finally got it. Raymond Rowe going to give it a go this time. Leg drop from the top, down we go. This one, I think, should seal it. Rowe, though, taking his time before going into the cover. Doesn't hook the leg either. Savage very slowly in the ring, but War Machine with a much better second outing. And this time are your winners. Well, there we go. It took a little tweak. Took a bit of going back to the drawing board, but War Machine are your winners in this one. Very nicely done there. To be fair, it was actually a much better performance as well. They kept their control. There were still bits and pieces to work out. Perhaps more frequent tags may be needed in order to truly find their peak and perhaps pose a threat then to the DCC at a future date. We'll find out what's going to happen in regards to that, but for now we're going to move on to our next contest. It is a singles matchup, and one that is going to be a very entertaining one as well, between Kurt Angle and The Rock. Angle and Rock. This is going to be a very entertaining matchup, I believe. Both these men can use this win. For Angle, it kind of works two ways. Chance for the NXT Tag Team titles, of course, with Benjamin. Chance for the NXT Tag Team title. For the NXT Global Championship. Because Kurt Angle, imagine Kurt Angle and Bret Hart squaring off one-on-one as well. That would be one hell of a matchup, I believe, between those two men. But as for right now, we are being graced with Angle and The Rock. Can Angle's continuous momentum, can he keep going with it? Can he get a win here tonight? And perhaps be #1 contender for both rankings? Because to my knowledge, I believe it's either these two, Angle and Benjamin, or American Alpha, who are the #1 contenders for the NXT Tag Team titles. I'm getting my words mixed up all the time, yeah? And Angle may be getting closer and closer to that Global Championship opportunity. Kurt Angle warming up in the ring, waiting for this match with... That's not The Rock's theme. That's someone else's theme. And that is not the theme that we want. That is not the theme we should... Oh, no. He's here. He's here and he's laid out The Rock already. Corrin with almost with a faceless expression basically coming towards the ring. Angle prepped up here. I don't know what to make of this. He's pointing at Angle. He wants him. The referee's stunned, but I don't know what to... He's asking him, is he ready? I guess we're having this match now. I don't know what to say. I'm genuinely stunned by this for no reason whatsoever. Corrin just comes out of nowhere and attacks The Rock. Takes him out of the match. Clearly it was something that happened backstage because Rock was lifeless. He's been slowly helped backstage by some of the NXT crew, but that's kind of it. I mean, right now we've got this match going ahead anyway, impromptu as anything between Corrin and Kurt Angle now, and the first time we've seen Corrin since what transpired at NXT TakeOver London against Stone Cold Steve Austin. But yeah, I'm genuinely surprised by this. I don't know what to say. But I guess we've got this match to call. I got this match to call, this match to go ahead. And, well, here we go. Instead, Angle and Corrin still in for one hell of a matchup, considering how incredible Corrin and Austin's, what can only be described as a brawl that transpired at NXT TakeOver. But right now, this matchup going on here. There's the strikes of Corrin. Simple but effective, some of them are. Certainly a hard-hitting competitor. An Angle now on the apron. Will he look to fly? No, he took too long. Now look at how quickly Corrin capitalized there. On the outside now, this is not where I would want to be if I'm near Corrin, especially after what he proved against Austin. Big boot in the side of the head for your troubles, Kurt Angle. I definitely don't think he wanted this kind of contest. Especially with the roll this man has been on as of late. Oh, in the gut as well. This 250, 260 pounder. Almost a complete package. Able to execute everything he wants. But misses the headbutt there. Can Angle capitalize now? Last time we saw this, of course, Corrin was actually 2 weeks ago now that I think about it. Had something to say regarding what transpired. A takeover and was on about how even was kind of throwing a little bit of shade really at Chris Sabin for failing to recapture the NXT Championship, but he put the threat out there. Okada, wherever, whenever, he's going to be the one to end it off. Be it with the DCC or be it by himself, he will do it. And he's looking to try and prove that message right now. He has picked apart Kurt Angle already. Clock strikes 12. Angle bleeds, and this one may be over almost as quickly as it began. Cover by Corrin for 1, 2, 3. No! Angle kicks out at 2. Able to kick out, but was that the best thing that he could have gone for? Corrin now on the submission wrestler, on the incredible submission wrestler as well, that is Kurt Angle, locking in an Indian deathlock there. Got her seriously stitched in there. Angle close to the ropes. If he just put his arms behind him, he may be able to reach it. Corrin in a very dominant position here. The longer this is locked in, the more damage he does to the leg of Kurt Angle. God, that hold was in for some time before Angle finally got out of it. I can only imagine the pain that may be caused to his leg. But look at how Angle's able to respond there. Snap suplex all of a sudden. Absolutely incredible work there. Very well done indeed by Kurt Angle. With blood gushing down his head, he's able to fight back. And now he's going to go to the top rope. Will Angle look for his signature moonsault? Indeed he will. And oh, Corrin read it. He read it right from the get-go there, and he got out of the way. Went for the lariat there, but Angle having absolutely none of it. It's almost as if when he started bleeding, it fired up something in Kurt Angle, but it's a great counter by Corrin. Trophy earned. There you go. The more you know. Kurt Angle looked for something there, but oh, right into the busted open wound of Kurt Angle. And he's going to continue it here with a pile driver. Methodical now in how he operates. And we saw this against Austin. Double underhook brainbuster. No way to protect yourself from that fall. And Kurt Angle may be out from it. There's 2. And still, Kurt Angle kicks out here and he's still fighting. The Olympic gold medalist still wanted to go on here. But there's a difference, I think, between showing some heart and just being stupid. And that's exactly what Kurt Angle's being here. Because he just fell foul of a second. Clock strikes 12 there. And now the blood will run down Angle's head far worse than originally. Into the cover now. Doesn't bother to hook the leg. Look at the blood running down Angle's face in the cover. This one still isn't over. Come on, Kurt. Just be sensible here. Well, Kurt Angle making the same mistake as so many others before him have made. Trying to go after Corrin, trying to combat him even when the match seems lost. But that is the fighter in Kurt Angle. That is that never say I die attitude. That is the attitude that won him the gold medal. Angle, DDT. Oh, spiking Corrin on his head. Could that be a turning spot in the match? Can Angle capitalize? Here we go. Cover now. Not even a 1 count. And that's not due to the fact that Angle hasn't hit enough moves. That's just due to the fact that Corrin's just able to take, continuous pain time and time again and just recover as if he hasn't been struck with anything. The longer this match goes on, though, the more that blood will drip down, the more blood Angle will lose, and the worse it's going to get for him. And Corrin knows that. Oh, great work there by Angle. Out of the way at the last moment. Can he capitalize here? Might look for a German suplex, back suplex. Corrin reverses it again. A real student of Chris Sabin's game there. Able to read so much and just capitalize on it at every turn possible. From behind now. Back suplex. Oh, good God! I don't think I've ever seen a move like that. Back suplex into a face buster. And that almost did it. And you can see his frustration at the referee there. That should have been a 3 count, to be fair, but the referee says no, and it gets worse for Angle. Double underhook, brainbuster. Transitioned in midair, and even he's trying to stop Kurt Angle from taking far more punishment. Corrin lets it be, and this one is finally over. Your winner is Corrin. Impromptu as anything, but he has won this. Oh, he's not done. Of course he's not done. Moments after it, a third clock strikes 12, just for the sake of it. Just because he can, Corrin decides he should. Down goes Kurt Angle, and once more, he leaves his effect on his opponents, taking out The Rock at the start, and now taking out Kurt Angle right here, right now. Is there anyone who can stop Corrin? I don't know. Well, what I do know, thankfully, is that up next, he will not be taking on Kazuchika Okada, as this is an open challenge to anyone out there who recently joined the NXT brand. So let's move our mind past this, past the unfortunate moment, and let's move on to our next part. It is Okada against someone. Who will step up to the plate? Who will challenge the NXT champion Kazuchika Okada? That is what we're about to find out. Okada for a second has completely ditched his regular entrance and is just going woohoo instead. Keep it classy, Okada. But I imagine it's a moment of celebration for Okada. You know, he fought valiant, he fought hard as well to hold on to that NXT championship at TakeOver London. But Okada, I think, has finally now put the lead with the DCC behind him and can focus on other opportunities, other opponents, such as whoever's going to step up to the plate tonight, and of course, potentially another member of the NXT, the DCC, even in Corrin. It seems to be looming on the horizon, and Okada should keep his wits about him in that aspect. But right now he needs to put his mind to whoever's going to step up to the plate. There are many names out there. Pete Dunne, maybe. Pentagon Jr. Ty Dillon. Never mind. Scrap all those names. Boy, oh boy, are we in for an incredible match right now. It's Tanahashi who will step up to the plate. This is exactly the opponent Okada needs. This is exactly the matchup I think we wanted to see as well. The Rainmaker and Tanahashi one-on-one. That is a thing of beauty. Think about how incredible this matchup is going to be. These two men, I believe, have fought for back in the NJPW, and it wouldn't surprise me if they fought for the IWGP Championship as well. But right here tonight, it is Okada and Tanahashi non-title match. Oh, what an opportunity it is for well, I blanked for a second, and there for Tanahashi. A win here tonight, then he would become the automatic #1 contender for that championship. He's just got to get through Okada here right now, and he's got to move on. But this is, my goodness, do NXT want to put on one hell of a show or what? We're already guaranteed a great night with the NXT women's matchup, but no, instead we get one better. We get Tanahashi and Okada. Here we go. These two men will know each other inside and out, I would imagine. But let's see what will happen. Tanahashi making the first move. They wanted the collar and elbow tie-up, but Okada guarantees it. Nice start there by Tanahashi, able to immediately overpower Okada, send him down to one knee. But the NXT champion quick to fight back. Wrenching on the arm there in this hammerlock position, not a hammerlock position, it's like a Fujiwara armbar position. Great work there by Tanahashi to get out of it. Stalemate between the two men, but Okada able to overpower his older opponent here. Back him up against the ropes, and oh, Okada with a cheap shot. Certainly A distinct lack of respect there by the usually beloved NXT champion. And Tanahashi didn't take too kindly to that one. But Okada doesn't seem to care. Very nicely done there. And into that SDF camel clutch already. Usually a signature maneuver of Okada. And he's gone right for it here. Early on to try and wear down Tanahashi. Elbow in the elbow right in the jaw there. Gets him out of that one. And now Tanahashi gets to go to work. German suplex. And Okada is down. I think it's going to be very difficult to pick a favourite in this matchup, because if you favour one over the other, that's not that bad. But if you are a neutral fan, it is going to be very difficult to pick a side in this one. Perhaps Okada will have slightly more backing due to the fact that he's been around here for a lot longer than Tanahashi. But even then, it may be difficult to pick a favourite. Okada, double-footed drop kick there, right in the face of Tanahashi. This feeling out process these two men are going to have as they try and learn the strengths and weaknesses of one another for the matchup, because like I said, they know the ins and outs of one another, but it's been a long time since they last squared off against each other. There may be a little bit of forgetfulness maybe, and they're going to have to get give themselves a few minutes to try and remember all that. Corkscrew sent on there, does not connect, and Okada can capitalize here. You could tell the NXT champion was just lying in wait for that moment. And now gets to go to work on Tanahashi. Only temporarily though. Tanahashi back up to his feet all of a sudden. Okada though, with a kick in the gut, makes sure to stop that one. And single underhook DDT there, and Tanahashi's neck there in a really awkward position. Elbow drop misses. Can Tanahashi capitalize here? Maybe so. Looks like he's going to go for a power slam, but it's a reversal at the very last moment there by the Rainmaker. Look at this back and forth between these two men right now. Trading blows against one another, and Okada now in trouble up against the ropes. What will Tanahashi look for? Oh, just dumps him on that top rope. Into a quick cover here. First one of the matchup, going to try and weigh down Okada, and he guarantees himself a 2 count early on. Oh, but Okada quick to fight back there. And the NXT champ now going to look for the tombstone. He is going to go for it. Tombstone pile driver by Okada. Down onto Tanahashi. Usually a prelude to the Rainmaker. But will he go straight for the cover? Maybe he was. Maybe he was going to look for something else, but Tanahashi counters it. And what a DDT there by Hiroshi Tanahashi. Can he capitalize here? Yes, he can. Sling blade. And Tanahashi with one hell of a moment in front of him. Up high now he goes. Frog splash. Oh, caught. Tanahashi caught in midair. Tombstone by Okada. What a reversal by the Rainmaker. I am stunned. And Okada doesn't go for the cover either. He's going to wait it out. Now he's going for the pin. Will this put away Tanahashi? There's 2. And oh no. Tanahashi kicks out at 2 after being caught in midair with an incredible tombstone. Truly a one-of-a-kind moment there to lay eyes on. An incredible awareness as well demonstrated by the NXT champion. But look how Tanahashi's able to get back up to his feet, only to be temporarily stopped by Okada. Cracking forearm shot in the face there. Suplex, countered. Northern Lights, no, he won't look for the bridge. Perhaps realizing that they were too close to the rope, so it may have been a waste of time going for it. Into the ropes now we go, and once more it looks like he's going to get hung up on that top rope. Trap's trying to weaken those ribs for when he goes for that frog splash, which may indeed be right now. Tanahashi up high, hopes that it doesn't have another outcome like before. Frog splash by Tanahashi. The NXT champion in trouble here. Into the cover, will he go for it? Yes, hooks the leg now. Will he be able to put away Okada? There's 2. Tanahashi beats the NXT champion. Oh, wow. I actually don't know how to react. I didn't think he... Oh no, oh no, 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 don't let it be, don't let it be. Tanahashi was celebrating the win, and now Corrin's back, and he's jumping Tanahashi, trying to send a warning to the man who just picked up the win. I'm next in line, it's my opportunity. And Okada doesn't even bother to help him out, perhaps too frustrated by the loss, or perhaps doesn't want another altercation with Corrin. Hooks him up in that gory bomb position and sends him down onto the mat. With no care for anyone at all. He will get himself in problems and he will always find a way out. Clock strikes 12 and Tanahashi goes down. I mean, I honestly don't know what to say. I'm really just kind of disappointed by what we just saw there. It was an incredible opportunity there for Tanahashi to celebrate his victory after a very entertaining back and forth matchup, but Corrin had other things in mind and clearly getting himself involved in two situations in one night, but almost trying to keep his claim that he is next in line for that NXT championship, regardless of who he has to take out beforehand. Very, very disappointed to see him resort to that, but he is almost acting completely independent there from the DCC. I would not be surprised if Sabin came out a week from now maybe and just said that this has nothing to do with him, and this is completely and utterly the actions of Corrin. He's been around for what, 3 months now, maybe, well, getting close to 4, and he's already, no, it's about 3.5 at this point, and he's already acting too big maybe for his own need. And that, when you get overconfident, when you get a little bit too cocky, while it is incredible to see, while it is always entertaining to see, it can also be your downfall. And I think in any instance whatsoever, Corrin's got to make sure that that doesn't happen to him. But right now we're going to move on to our main event here of the evening. NXT Women's Championship, Ruby Riot and Nikki Cross. Cross, who just reclaimed that championship, of course, at NXT TakeOver, very easily defeated Peyton Royce as well to retain the titles. To regain the title, my apology. But, yeah, that was kind of surprising to see. Well, that being said, what is going to happen in this main event? Can Ruby Riot pull out an incredible shock and get the win? Of course, she was just she's only in this is only her third match, her second singles match as well. But she takes on the near unstoppable Nikki Cross. A woman who, I mean, well, I forgot the point there. I completely blanked out there for a second. My apologies. But, yeah, Nikki Cross, I mean, to my knowledge, has she lost in one-on-one action? I don't think she has. I genuinely don't think that she has lost in one-on-one action. She's lost in triple threats and fatal four-ways, yes, but I don't think she's been pinned on her own. I mean, she wasn't even pinned to lose that NXT Women's Championship the first time around, so certainly a cause for, you know, a cause for why maybe this match going to be even more difficult for Ruby Riot. But here we go, we're underway. It's your main event of the evening, and Cross getting off to an emphatic start there against Ruby Riot. Double axe handle sending her down. Cross is going to go to work on the head and the neck of Ruby Riot. Riot going to have to try and use some kind of speed to her advantage, just gain whatever she can over Nikki Cross. Got to do whatever possible to walk out with that NXT Women's Championship still around her waist. Yanking on the head there. It's not as if she got much hair to pull on, to be fair, but that is what makes Ruby Riot so interesting and so counterculture. Of course, these are two women who are kind of very counterculture and very opposite of one another. But we focus on this matchup right now. Uppercut there by Ruby Riot, by Nikki Cross even, I think. I don't know, I blanked out for a second. But it's Nikki Cross who's on the receiving end here of whatever Ruby Riot's looking for. Oh! Neck breaker transitioned into a Russian leg sweep, no, to a reverse DDT, but there. And now Ruby Riot looking to take control over the champ. Looking to prove that she deserves this opportunity over the likes of Ember Moon. Snapmare there, going to follow it up with a very nice neck crank. And Ruby Riot looking to continue exploding with offense here. Going up high, elbow drop onto Cross and into the cover. She's trying to win this title very quickly, but she can only get a 1 count from it. But look at how she's just able to stay on the offense here. No breathing room for Nikki Cross right now. Not going the way she wants it to at all, truth be told, but there we go. Finally. Cross able to counter that one, and there's a German suplex of her own. A receipt for the one Ruby Riot nailed at the start of this matchup, and there are a few punches into the head for good measure. Cross going to take it up to that second rope now. What are we going to see? Well, she's calling her up to her feet, so this could be a very worrying moment. And oh, she caught Riot flush with that missile drop kick. Riot perhaps in more trouble than she wants to be, as once more those punches just pounding away on the face of the challenger. Nikki Cross now got her hooked up on her shoulders, gonna try for something. Great counter there by Riot. What a reversal. Crucifix pin. Can she win the title with it? Cover on Cross here for 1. Oh, and it's only 1. Still a long way to go before she can guarantee herself victory right now. Chop in the chest. But she missed out one simple forearm, and look at how it cost her. Nikki Cross now, suddenly back in the driver's seat after one little slip-up. And she is just soaking in confidence right now, but I don't think she should be. I think Ruby Riot's had her at a lot of corners here. She's been able to fight back against a lot of Nikki Cross's offense. Cross, though, finally able to stop her and send her into a turnbuckle. You can see the pain in Ruby Riot's face as well as she tries to hang on momentarily. Uh-oh, here we go. Up on the top rope. Counter, though. Nikki Cross from up high. Hurricanrana countered. Powerbomb by Riot. And she's going to go back up top there. That is one hell of a distance to fly, but she's going to go for it. She misses the leg drop. I don't think she would have nailed it even if Cross was there, truth be told. Northern Lights suplex connect. Cross doesn't bother going for the bridge. Instead, from the top, she nails from the second rope even. She nails a splash down onto Riot. Good God, has this one been back and forth. Oh, nice counter, though, by Ruby Riot. What will she look for here? She's going to bring her in. Eat defeat or whatever. Ruby Riot chooses to call it. The foot right in the face. Can this secure a new NXT Women's Champion? There's 2. No, it won't. Early kick at it too, and Riot almost had the title around her waist. What a moment that could have been for Ruby Riot, but look at how she stays on the offense. She keeps her cool. Best thing possible in this moment. Crossbody into a cover here. Will this do it? There's 1, there's 2, and no. Cross kicks out. But is she looking in trouble right now? Perhaps the most in trouble the champions looked in one-on-one matches. Cross able to just... But Cross unable to counter whatever Ruby Riot was looking for there. Oh, resorts to an eye rake. But Ruby Riot back up to her feet early on. Slammed down on the arm though. Surprised Cross is still able to continuously fight back and forth here. That slam guarantees a 2 count there. And now up on his shoulders. Will she get it this time? She will indeed. Cross nails it down. And that's usually a prelude to a finishing maneuver. Ruby Riot now all of a sudden unable to fight back. Down and maybe out. We are about to find out. Nikki Cross brings her in. Suplex, cradle, neck breaker by Cross. And has that just guaranteed Cross to defend her NXT Women's Championship? 1. No, what? I mean, if Ruby Riot's done anything in this matchup, she's proved you can't overlook her as a challenger. She's proved that she can go toe-to-toe with the NXT Women's Champion. Wheelbarrow Bulldog there, and Cross may be in yet more trouble. What a surprise this is. What a fight she has put on. Tilt-a-whirl, DDT to Cross, spiked right on her head. Riot needs to jump into the cover here, and she does. With 1, 2, and oh, so close still. Riot can hardly believe this. So close now on so many occasions. And Cross is still getting up to her feet. Great counter there by Cross. Can she capitalize here? Gonna look for that slam once more. What a reversal. Roll up by Riot. Roll up by Riot. Will it do it? 1, 2, and no. Nikki Cross pushes her off. She kicks out once more. And Ruby Riot, look at the way she's hunched over there as Cross leans against the ropes. Oh, what a dangerous move there. Could have broken Nikki Cross's neck if she wasn't careful. Dragon suplex. She connects with it, but I don't think she's got the strength within her to bridge right now. All of what Cross has delivered has certainly left its mark. Cross finally there with another counter. Will she go for it? Up on her shoulders. It's going to be it again. Laying her out there. Fireman's carry. Something or other. Maybe even be named the Samoan driver. I'm blanking on it, but whatever. Cross now. Drop kick to Ruby Riot. She came so close. Can Riot at this moment slip away from her? Seems not. Fighting back now against Nikki Cross. Ruby Riot still able to go. Oh no. This doesn't look good. We're going to the ropes. This is what she used to win the title for the second time. Nikki Cross. Suplex cradle neck breaker with the top rope as leverage. Ruby Riot came so close, but with 1, 2, and 3, Nikki Cross remains your NXT Women's Champion. What a hard-fought contest there, and Riot was inches away. Has to be said, I don't think I've seen someone come that close yet to defeating Nikki Cross in one-on-one action, but she held on to it. And congratulations to Nikki Cross, but credit where credit's due as well to Ruby Riot. She hung in there right to the very end. But Nikki Cross with the giant NXT Women's Championship is able to hold on to that title to live another day. But will Riot get a debut, another matchup down the line? Will she be guaranteed a rematch after that performance? Or is it an altercation with someone else for the NXT Women's Champion? We are going to find out down the line. We are going to find out in another time, because right now, that ends this episode of NXT. What a night it was. Tanahashi beating Okada, only to be soured by Corrin. And speaking of that, I'm receiving word in my ear right now. Once more, NXT trying to guarantee us at next week's main event. And indeed we have it. Okay, indeed we have it secured for you. It is going to be in a #1 contenders matchup. Corrin one-on-one against Tanahashi. Do not miss that main event. Next week we will find out who will fight Okada for the NXT Championship. They don't give a specific date for when that title match will be, but they do guarantee us that that will be happening next week. Tune in for that one, because you do not want to miss out. With that being said, that is going to end this episode of Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.